So I'm here with Peter Wyeth, and it's Saturday at Handmade Festival. He's just finished his gig here at Bishop Street Methodist Church. How was it? Did you enjoy it?
I did really enjoy it. It was great. Just a nice space to let things drift about. And, yeah, it was really, really nice.
Good venue for your kind of music. It's very relaxed,
Yeah,
and it's so pretty here at the venue, you know.
it is, and I think
all the art surrounding it.
yeah, it's perfect. It really is. I've been thinking a lot before the gig about what do people go to churches for, and people go to churches to kind of sit down and listen to something that's going on there, and they tend their thoughts tend to drift off with whatever's being said, and people come to sing. So from that point of view, it's an amazing venue to be doing this.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Sunday skies, lattice work, paper trails, mundane and the amazing. I wonder, is there such a thing? Is it everyday blue sky?
So you're quite an unconventional artist, and am I right in saying that you've recorded some things on iPhones and handheld recorders?
Yeah.
For your album, which
Yeah.
is really cool. You know,
Yeah.
why did you choose that way of recording over traditional recording methods?
I don't like recording in studios. They all sound the same. You all get the same results unless you go to a really amazing sort of place that's got loads of weird kit and a brilliant space. But the problem with doing that is it tends to cost a lot of money. So I just used the things that I had around me. When I first got a mobile, it's weird now that because smartphones have kind of overtaken the world, so you walk around with this computer that you can do a 24 track sort of recording on. But when I first got a mobile phone that could record sound, I would just record sound on it and play along to it. And then I got two mobile phones and I would just play the two together. And it just seemed an easier way to work. And it's a lot quicker and it's a lot more natural than sitting down and going, oh, is that okay? Did you capture that one? Shall I do it again? I'd just rather just play.
Do you like the element of kind of like spontaneity that has, rather than doing it again and again?
Totally. I don't like the sterility of it all. It's, things happen. Things happen. They're one-offs, and I'd just rather just capture something happening, and then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just leave it. There's too many bands going into studios and trying to remake Pet Sounds or something like that, and I don't know why people bother. I really don't.
Also, there's some improvisation at your gigs and use like different instruments and that kind of thing. Is that to go with that kind of spontaneity and having something a bit different each time?
When I first started doing this, it was just me singing altered tunings, and I just wanted to do something else. I did a gig with an American singer called Laura Veers, who was using a loop pedal, and loads of people use loop pedals, but I'd never seen anyone use it like she did, which was basically cramming as many sounds as she could, all within the confines of the song, and it was amazing. And so I bought one. It took me about a year to work out how to use it, and the way I worked out to use it is you just press it randomly and let it capture something accidental, and then let that sort of guide you. I'm sure if I could gather enough people to collaborate with, I'd probably work more in like an ensemble sort of thing. But,
maybe you could.
I could do, yeah.
Grab some artists from the festival, rope them in. So you're quite a big name in Leicester because you've been on the Leicester music scene here for a few years now.
Yeah.
So what do you think the festival can bring to the music scene? Do you think it will change it or develop it?
I think it can definitely develop it. I think this is fantastic because it's not just the fact there's a mix of different disciplines, because you could say that many of the other festivals have been put on before have combined different sort of elements and things. It's the fact that it's a multi-venue affair, so people are kind of rolling around town as well, that are discovering things about the city. And the fact that it's unusual venues as well means that artists have to engage in it in different ways. And already the feeling I get from talking to people is they want it to happen again because they can think of other things they could bring to it next year. So I'm really hoping it's successful and that they can do it again next year.
Yeah, I think it's quite nice having the kind of combination of like comedy and art and music. and it all seems to be happening together. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
very separate, which is nice.
I think that's the key, because at most of our events, those sort of things are the comedy tent,
Yeah.
face painting. Whereas here, it's it's been laid out really well in such a fashion as well that it's been times that you can wander around and get a really decent feel about things, rather than strictly thinking, I've got to be over there and over there there's this, and that's great. I mean, John's really put a lot of thought into how he's done it, and you can definitely tell.
Yeah. So what are your plans for the next year? What's coming up for you?
I don't know. There might be something in summer. I might do some recording. I might not. For me, it's just want to keep playing and listening.
Yeah.
And that's the key for me.
This attitude kind of suits your music.
Yeah, I don't.
Music. Maybe it will happen.
Yeah, exactly. I love making music. I love playing it. But the act of playing it in venues and stuff is loaded with lots of issues, as in how you do it, what sort of impression you're trying to put across to people. And all I want to do is the same as what I've always wanted to do with music, is just listen, let it surround you.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you very much for talking to us. I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you very much.